about relationships, and I'm hoping that we'll find some time to allow you, if you wish, to discuss your own situations and ask questions and perhaps get a different perspective and a different way of handling them. Perhaps go home with a plan. All right, so we're going to be talking about relationships. And what I wonder is, do we need relationships? What purpose do they serve? They meet some of our needs. They what? Meet some of our needs. They meet our needs, yes. What needs do they meet? Is that why they're important, do you think? I mean, this is, it's up to you. What do you think?
Well, in a parent-child relationship is a bit of guidance that the child might need. And for the parent, says me.
How's that working for you so far?
When they're young, it works. When they were young. And now...
That's a very good point.
Yeah.
It does seem to work better, the parent-child relationship, when they're young. Why is that, do you think?
Because they need the reassurance, the presence of someone, no?
Because you're teaching them?
We're teaching them, yes. We're trying to teach them when they're older too, but they don't seem to be very receptive. Why are they apparently receptive when they're young?
They need you more when they're young.
They do. They need us. That's the only reason they listen. It's not because we are so wise and wonderful they think we're great. They listen to us because they need us. What else are they going to do if we say go to bed or whatever? But you know, if you look back to when they're even younger, infants are around the time when they start eating solid food. You can't make them eat anything that they don't want to eat. They haven't realized yet how much they need us, and they don't care. And that's what happens when they become older and they realize they don't need us and they don't care. So it would seem that that relationship is needed more by us than it is by them, at least as it stands at the moment. Not to say that they wouldn't like to have a relationship, a better one, but sadly, because of us, they don't. So what we're going to be talking about today is we're going to examine exactly what it is about relationships that make them important, if they are important. And we're going to trying to apply what we figure out about relationships to doing them better. So Tracy said that they satisfy needs. Relationships satisfy needs. I think relationship is a really overdone word. It's one of those words I don't like using because it is overused. Sometimes I like to use the word connection. I think maybe if we go back and forth between relationship and connections, we might have a more balanced idea, a different idea of what we're talking about. We're talking today, I suppose, mainly about the relationship or connection between parent and child, because that's what interests all of you who are here. But there are so many other relationships that we have to consider also. And if we look at them and how different they are, it might help us if we can use that information to put the connection, a relationship with our child in perspective. So Tracy has said, as she mentioned, that relationships satisfy needs. What needs do they satisfy? Before I go there, let me ask you this. Think of your best relationship and what it is about that relationship that makes it your best relationship.